Hey there, beautiful! Welcome to today's video. If you've ever stood in front of the mirror and felt frustrated with your bob haircut, you're definitely not alone. Maybe it feels heavy, flat, or just doesn't frame your face the way you want. I totally get it. The bob is such a timeless and flattering cut, but it can be tricky to style just right. But here's the good news. You don't need to chop off your hair or spend a fortune at the salon to love your look again. Today, I'm going to share some game-changing tips that will transform your bob from blah to fabulous with just a few simple tweaks. Imagine stepping out of your house feeling confident and radiant, knowing you've mastered the art of styling your hair. Sounds amazing, right? In this video, I'll reveal 5 secrets that will not only elevate your bob, but also save you time and money. That's right. You'll learn how to bring out the best angles of your haircut and create a look that's polished and youthful, all without needing fancy tools or products. Each tip I share is designed to be easy and beginner-friendly, no matter if you have thick hair, fine hair, or soft waves. And trust me, these aren't just ordinary tips. They're unique tricks that can make a world of difference in how your bob looks and feels. By the end of this video, you'll have the skills to style your bob in a way that flatters your face beautifully, lifts your features, and gives your entire appearance that elegant finish we all crave. So, are you ready to elevate your bob game? Let's dive right in. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear about your experiences with your bob and what you're hoping to achieve today. Let's inspire each other on this hair journey. Now that we've set the stage, let's talk about why these styling tips are not just helpful, but truly transformative for your bob. You might be wondering, what's in it for me? Well, let me break it down for you. First and foremost, these techniques will breathe new life into your bob. You'll notice a significant change in how your hair moves and how it frames your face. Instead of feeling weighed down or lifeless, you'll achieve a look that's light, bouncy, and full of vitality. Imagine walking into a room and feeling that boost of confidence because your hair looks fabulous. But that's not all. Implementing these styling secrets can actually save you time and money. Think about it. With just a few simple adjustments, you can extend the time between salon visits. You won't need to rush to your stylist every few weeks for a trim or touch-up. Instead, you can maintain that fresh, just-styled look from the comfort of your own home. Isn't that a win-win? Moreover, these tips are designed to enhance your natural beauty. By mastering how to style your bob, you'll accentuate your features in a way that feels effortless. You'll draw attention to your cheekbones, define your jawline, and create an overall polished appearance. It's like having a mini makeover without the need for makeup. Let's not forget the joy of experimentation. Trying out different styling techniques can be such a fun and creative process. You'll get to explore what works best for you and discover new ways to express your personal style. Plus, it's always exciting to receive compliments from friends and family about your stunning hair. So, whether you're looking to feel more confident, save time, or simply enjoy the art of hairstyling, these tips will be your go-to guide. Are you excited to dive into the first secret? I know I am. Remember to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I can't wait to hear how you're planning to transform your bob. All right, let's jump right into our first secret, controlling your hair part. This might sound simple, but trust me, it can completely change how your bob frames your face and enhances your overall look. First things first, your hair part is not just a line on your scalp. It's a powerful design choice. The way you part your hair affects where the volume goes, where your features are lifted, and whether your bob looks fresh or flat. A lot of us tend to stick with the same part every day, whether it's down the middle or to the side, right? But here's the catch. Doing that creates muscle memory in your hair, making it lazy and flat. We don't want that. So, let's shake things up. Start by moving your part around. One day, try parting it to the left. The next day, flip it to the right, and even experiment with a diagonal part. This constant shifting trains your roots to lift naturally, giving you more control and flexibility. And the best part? You'll get more volume at the crown, which is key to that gorgeous bob look. Now, here's an extra tip. Don't just change your part when your hair is dry. Incorporate it into your blow-drying process. As you dry your hair, use your fingers or a brush to push your hair back and forth over the crown. This zigzag motion confuses the roots, breaking the pattern and allowing your hair to fall more naturally around your face. The result? Effortless lift right at the roots. But wait, there's more. Once your hair is mostly dry, but still warm, grab a round brush and roll the front pieces away from your face. Then, hold it in place with a cool shot of air from your blow dryer. This technique creates a beautiful curve that lifts your temples and opens up your face, almost like a mini facelift without any needles involved. So, before you think you need a new haircut or expensive styling tools, try this simple change first. Be intentional with your part, and you'll start to see a remarkable difference in how your bob looks. Trust me, you'll love the newfound volume and lift. All right, are you ready for the next secret? Let's keep this transformation going. Now that we've mastered the art of controlling our hair part, let's move on to our second secret, taking care of the nape. You might be wondering, why is the nape so important? Well, let me tell you, it's one of the biggest game changers in how your bob looks. The nape is that little section of hair right at the back of your neck. It may seem small and often overlooked, but if you don't style it correctly, it can ruin the shape of your entire bob. When the nape drags, it adds unnecessary bulk behind your head, making your profile look heavy and frumpy. That's definitely not the look we want. So, what's the secret? It's all about keeping that nape tight and flat. When you're drying your hair, give this section some special attention. Use your fingers or a flat paddle brush to smooth it down as you dry. Aim your blow dryer downward, gently guiding the hair flat against the shape of your head. This technique helps prevent the nape from flipping out, which is a common issue with bob cuts that are growing out. Now, here's where it gets interesting. When the nape is smooth and flat, and you add volume just above it near the crown, you create a beautiful upward line. This instantly makes your haircut look lighter, more sculpted, and youthful. It draws the eye upward, visually elongating your neck, which is exactly what we want for a flattering bob. If your bob is on the longer side and tends to rest on your shoulders or collarbone, that can also add bulk. To combat this, try bending the ends of your hair inward just slightly. You can use a round brush or a flat iron to achieve this look. The goal is to encourage the ends to tuck under, not flip out, because when the back starts to fan outward, your cut begins to lose its shape. And remember, even if you're not a fan of heat styling, you can still keep the nape tight. Just dry it downward with your hands, tucking it behind your neck as it cools. Sometimes, the simplest habits can completely transform your style. So, next time you're styling your bob, don't skip the nape. Keeping that section tight and flat allows everything else above it to shine. Are you ready for the next secret? Let's keep going. All right, let's dive into our third secret, creating a bend in the back of your bob. This might sound a bit surprising, but trust me, adding just a subtle curve can make a world of difference in how your haircut looks and feels. If your bob is starting to grow out, you might notice that the shape isn't quite what it used to be. Maybe the back feels bulky, or the ends are hitting your shoulders and beginning to flip out. If that's the case, this technique is exactly what you need to bring your hairstyle back to life. So what does creating a bend mean? It's all about giving the bottom section of your hair a slight inward curve. You don't want tight curls or dramatic rolls, just a gentle tuck that keeps your bob looking intentional and fresh. Here's how to do it. Start by sectioning off the bottom layer of your hair, around the nape and under the ears. Now, take a round brush or a flat iron, depending on your comfort level. Instead of pulling straight down, curve the tool in slightly as you reach the ends. Imagine you're tucking the hair under, following the natural curve of your skull. This little bend can visually lift the back of your bob, and the results are subtle but powerful. When you add that soft curve, it makes the front of your haircut look longer and more defined. You'll notice that your jawline appears sharper, your cheekbones stand out more, and your overall profile gains a sculpted look. All from one tiny styling trick. If your hair is too short in the back to fit a round brush, don't worry. You can still use your hands. While drying, gently cup the ends with your fingers as they cool to guide them under. It's all about direction and patience. Just remember, if the back dries while flipping out, it'll stay that way. So take your time to shape it while it's still warm. And for those of you with longer bobs, if the ends are brushing against your shoulders or collarbone, try curling just the very tips inward for a fresh silhouette. This technique keeps your length intact while revitalizing your overall look. So remember, when the back bends in, the entire style lifts up. Ready to discover the next secret? Let's keep this transformation going. Now that we've covered how to control your part and take care of the nape, let's move on to our fourth secret, strengthening the baseline of your bob. This is a crucial step that can truly elevate your hairstyle and make it look polished and intentional. So, what exactly do I mean by the baseline? The baseline refers to the front section of your bob, from your ears forward. This area is what frames your face and is often the first thing people notice when you turn your head or smile. If the baseline is too soft, too bent, or too fluffy, it can make your bob look messy or dated. But when it's clean, structured, and well-defined, it gives your entire look a touch of elegance. Here's how to strengthen that baseline. Start by separating out the section of hair from your ears forward. This is your side panel that runs along your cheekbones and jawline. Using a round brush or flat iron, take one section at a time. Lift it slightly, then pull it straight down with gentle tension. As you do this, curve it slightly under so it hugs your face without creating too much bounce. The goal is smoothness and control, not volume. Now, here's a little tip. If you're using a flat iron, just a tiny flick of the wrist at the end is all you need to create that gentle inward curve. Imagine you're drawing a straight line with a graceful finish. This technique helps define your features without relying on makeup. It's sculpting your look with just your hair. Another key point is symmetry. Take a moment to check in the mirror and ensure both sides are even. If one side is flipping out more than the other, that tiny correction can make a significant difference in balance. And if one side is still damp, make sure to dry it fully before styling, because damp hair won't hold its shape. Lastly, while you don't need the most expensive tools, having a brush or flat iron that provides consistent heat and a smooth glide will help you achieve that clean finish without damaging your ends. If you prefer air drying, that's totally fine too. Just tuck the front sections behind your ears as they dry to train the baseline to sit where it should. By focusing on this baseline, you'll create a defined, elegant frame for your face. Ready to move on to our final secret? Let's do this! We've covered some amazing tips so far, and now it's time for our fifth and final secret, lifting the temples. This might seem like a small detail, but trust me, it can make a huge difference in how your entire bob looks and feels. So, let's talk about the temples. Those little areas right above your cheekbones where the front of your hair meets your forehead. Many people overlook this spot, but if you let it lay too flat, you risk dragging your whole face down. A flat temple can close off your features, making even the freshest bob appear tired and lifeless. We definitely don't want that. The key here is to add a little lift at the temples to open up your face and create a more youthful, vibrant look. Here's how to do it. Once you've finished styling the rest of your bob, take a small section of hair at your temple about an inch wide. Using a round brush, slide it under the hair near the root. Instead of pulling straight down, lift it upward and slightly outward from the scalp. As you do this, use the heat from your blow dryer to warm the roots. And here's the best part. Hit the cold shot button while keeping the brush in place. That sudden blast of cool air will lock in the volume. You're essentially setting the shape while the hair is still warm, allowing it to cool in that lifted position. When you release the brush, the hair will hold a beautiful natural lift at the roots, framing your face perfectly. This technique is especially beneficial for those of you over 50 or 60. As we age, our temples can naturally hollow out a bit, and our hair may thin in that area. By adding lift here, you're visually filling in those areas, balancing your face, and restoring that sense of openness and vibrancy. You don't need a ton of product to achieve this either. Just a bit of heat protection before drying, and maybe a light mist of volumizing spray will do. Even with just heat and direction, you can create a lift that brightens your entire expression. So if you've ever looked in the mirror and thought, "My bob just makes me look tired," try this one small shift. Lift those temples and see how it transforms your whole look. You'll be amazed at the difference it makes. Ready to wrap this up and bring everything together? Let's go! Wow, what a journey it has been. We've covered some fantastic secrets today that will truly transform your bob haircut. From controlling your part to taking care of the nape, creating a bend in the back, strengthening the baseline, and lifting the temples, you now have all the tools you need to elevate your style and feel fabulous. Remember, it's not that your bob haircut is wrong, it's just that many of us haven't been shown how to style it right. These simple yet effective techniques can help you regain confidence in your look without needing to change your haircut or spend a fortune on new products. Just a few intentional tweaks to your styling routine can make all the difference. Now, I want to encourage you to put these tips into practice. Start with one secret and see how it changes the way your bob looks. Then, try another. You'll be amazed at how these small adjustments can create a big impact. And don't forget, it's all about finding what works best for you and your hair type. Each of us has our unique style, and that's what makes this journey so exciting. I'd love to hear from you. How did you find these tips? Have you tried any of these techniques before? Share your experiences and thoughts in the comments below. I'm here to support you, and I'm sure the community would love to hear your insights as well. Your feedback can inspire others who might be struggling with their bob. Before you go, if you found this video helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up. It really helps me know what content you love and want to see more of, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future videos packed with tips to help you look and feel your best. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, styling your bob doesn't have to be complicated. It just takes a little practice and intention. I can't wait to see you shine with your fabulous bob haircut. Until next time, keep embracing your beauty and confidence. See you soon.